and we talked about your strengths and your weaknesses. And he identified his weaknesses, saying, I want to go and prove to them that I can be an academic football player. And I go out and I think he said kill the board, which is showing the teams that I also have the high football IQ. And that doesn't surprise me. Him saying having to go up there and identify the mic, making sure everybody's in the right place, making sure everybody has the right assignment. That's what every true elite quarterback does in this league. In the rookie mini camps, it's meant for the rookie to struggle. They go out there and they toss you right into the flame. As a wide receiver, all I got to do is run my route. You throw me the ball, I got to catch it. As a quarterback, you got to know exactly what your assignment is, the offensive lineman, where they're going, the running back, his assignments, whether he's running around picking up a blitz, and then the wide receivers and tight end. There's a lot on his plate, and rightfully so. You get thrown in the flame, this is just a taste of what the NFL is like. Just wait until the preseason when you're playing a game.
There's a lot on his shoulders here, Nate, because it's not only him, he's representing himself, he's representing all these Texas Tech quarterbacks that everyone rolls their eyes at. He's representing Cliff Kingsbury's offense, Mike Leach's offense, goes all the way back to Hal Mummy's offense.
Is that Graham Harrell out there, Peter?
Like Graham Harrell, the B.J. Simmons, all these guys that, you put up a bunch of yards in a video game system in the Arena League, but
fighting the stereotype as well.
He's got to fight the stereotype.
He does.
And seeing him
he has something on his side, though, Peter. Time. He has time. He's not being asked to go out there. Like, you can't teach arm strength, right? And you can't teach speed. Well, he has the arm strength, so give him time behind Alex Smith, and he could end up the best quarterback of the bunch, given the fact that he's sitting. I mean, you can probably learn that system, right?
And maybe the best coach in the league as far as young quarterbacks would go. Andy Reid can give it to him. But before I go on my Timmy Chang, Colt Brennan.
Oh, I love Timmy Chang. Nate's a huge Timmy Chang.
I was going to go on a rant of all these air raid quarterbacks that just didn't pan out in the league. It's on Mahomes now. And what are you going to be? And when you say he's going to kill the board, it's one thing to talk the talk. You've got to actually now do it, and that starts right now. You're in the building. Go for it. Why are you giggling?
Hey, honestly, I'm still thinking about Rappaport on the Mets. I'm so glad you busted on that. Much safer to have a bowl of billiard balls in the background of the shot.
He wore the tie. He wore the tie.
He wore the tie, gave an invitation. The Mets should follow Rappaport's and look at the shot, and it's all safe back there. You know, I get a kick, too, out of rookie minicamp because it kind of reminds me of summer camp. It's like it's a bunch of kids running around in their free shirt, and there's activities, and there's counselors, and they're very excitable.
Is that what it is?
They kind of don't know what they're doing a little bit, but Mahomes seems like the cool kid. Like, this is exactly what we expected from him. Everyone says, wow, his arm is incredible, it's so strong, but then he's saying he's practicing his calls in front of the mirror. He's trying so hard with the verbiage. It's just what we expected. And, Nate, I would say to you, it's one thing to be out there with all the kids at summer camp, but when training camp comes, that's the veterans. That's when the Mercedes pulls in. That's when the Ferraris pull in. That's a different kind of pressure.
It's like they all show up to rookie camp, and then they sort of get the system, they get it down, they're feeling themselves, and in come the veterans.
Yeah, now it's good.
And you mentioned something in the production meeting. You said him practicing his lines in front of the mirror is just like a kid practicing
like
his
for
lines
a school play or something
for a school
like that.
play.
Yeah, with parents.
And the school play is going to come pretty fast. When
Curtain's
these vets come in, the curtain's going up, and these vets are going to show up. And if you're not doing well, they're going to boo you. And those boos come with interceptions, picks, and hits. But what I do like is that he's saying it. And when you're throwing it out there, when you're putting those words out there into the earth, putting them out there on the field, he's telling everybody, these are my weaknesses. And if I'm not getting better at these things, then you got to call me on it. He's making sure that everybody else holds him accountable.
And I hope that he approaches it like that every day, but the reality is he's the least likely to start and make an impact right away. What about the guys like Kaiser and Watson and, Mitchell Trubisky, who are truly expected to go in there, pick up the playbook, and potentially start early this season, right?
Yeah, no, and Mahomes is in the best situation, right, with this Alex Smith, and we're a playoff team, and I can learn from it. But all it takes is a few losses from Alex Smith.
Exactly.
And all it takes is a slow start.
Well, it's just because we're saying
we traded up to get him.
We're saying, he has time. But over the summer, people were saying, well, they're one quarterback away. There's some people that love Alex Smith, and there's some people say, you know what, it's time for them to try something different. So, yeah, he might have time. But if Alex Smith doesn't play well, who do you think they're going to be chanting in that stadium?
I just have one quick one. I remember Blake Bortles, when they first drafted him in Jacksonville, everyone all summer said, it's Chad Henne's job. Blake Bortles isn't going to play.
Sure.
Week 3, Blake Bortles was starting.
You got to get him in. Plus, listen, what they paid to get Mahomes, too, that's a big price. That's Camp Laconda right there, right? That's the